Right. Oh, his mouthpiece is out. And a leg trip. Nice takedown by Kim. I don't know if the referee saw that the mouthpiece came out of one of the fighters.
He's just spotted it.
But yeah, there's too much action for them to stop the fight. They need to get to a position where they can take a second.
A knee to the back of the head, and that certainly got the attention of Olivier Coste.
Yeah, you can't knee to the back of the head. That may have been an accidental blow, but a couple of nice elbows.
Well, I wonder if it was the feeling that cut had opened up that got Kim's surge of action there.
Looks like Kim is working in on front guillotine choke here. Oh, that's a short guillotine. It's like a modified guillotine. Now you let it go.
Olivier Coste will all the while be looking for an opportunity to get that mouthpiece back in.
That opportunity may have to wait to the end of the round. I'm not sure if he wants to break any action unless he sees a lull in it where he can get that mouthpiece like this.
There it is.
Back in.
Often they give it a bit of a wash. I don't know if they did that. Not to worry. It's a tough old game. So that cut that Kim has, it's on the inside corner of the eyebrow, left eyebrow. Doesn't look to be particularly troublesome.
No, and even though that they both ate a couple of punches, you know, Vu looks like he has his whereabouts. He doesn't look like he's too concerned about standing in there and banging. Kim's got a little cut over the eye, but either fighter really looks like they're fading it all here. Just kind of waiting for their opening and jumping in for those punches.
Very exciting handwork from both guys. Throughout this round, and down goes Kim, but he's going to run out of time.
There's like 3 or 4 extra punches after that bell.
Well, we've seen some cracking action with the fists here in that opening round. It was a fairly pedestrian start from both men, but my goodness, it livened up.
Well, Kim connected here with a few kicks right to the midsection, and then he thought he saw an opening to go toe-to-toe. Kind of hard to figure out who got the better of those 2 punches, but a couple of short shots that just missed the button, and then that over-the-top right elbow. Kim answers with a nice right hand right to the chin. And that's what's made that mouthpiece come out. And towards the end of the round here, spinning back fist that missed, but man, did that uppercut connect right on the dot. I think that bell rang, and we got a couple extra punches in on both sides.
All right, everything's fine. Okay, he has not much more power than you. All right, 1-2 drive, yeah? That's all I want. All right, we're good? Get stuck in the game, okay? Second time. Let's go, you got this.
Did he just say he has not much more power than you?
I'm not sure that I understood what he said there, actually.
Unless I heard wrong, that seemed like an odd thing to say. I'm a little perplexed by that.
Think how his fighter feels.
Fight already? Fight already?
Now you can see that cut not so very big, just a bit of a scratch, really. What tremendous give and take we saw there with the fists from both these guys. Thrilling first round once it warmed up.
Oh, we saw that Kim is ready, willing, and able to mix the kicks up and then come back up high with the punches. And Vu's thrown some nice combinations with hooks and uppercuts and had some success. You see right there again, Kim with the I thought about throwing a back fist spin, but didn't follow through with it. Now ThanhVi in on a nice double leg. Good drive all the way to the cage.
Oh, we have a camera directly above them there, and as Kim's body was lifted up.
Just rabbit hopped onto Kim's back here.
He nearly headbutted the camera, but they're safe.
Kim's got kind of a funky position here. He has one hook in, he's gonna slide off and end up being in guard here because his left foot wasn't inside the hip of Kim, but we get to see how Vu works off of his back and what kind of offense now he can mount from here. Kim's gonna try to work to push down on that left leg of Vu and work to pass and improve his position. Start to work his right leg free. That's kind of the chess match that goes on here when you're on your back. The guy in the bottom wants to regain guard position, look for submissions or sweeps. The guy at the top is just constantly working, just like Kim did there, to move either cross side into mount.
Kim's working a lot with that forearm and elbow into ThanhVi's face.
That's called staying busy. That's what the refs like to see when you're on the ground. And you can, that's a good job of using the cage there.
Yeah, it was a good job. You can do that. You can't grip the cage with your toes, although you do see fighters get away with it quite often, but
it's kind of hard to tell where the gripping stops and where the walking begins. If anyone ever beats someone because that guy was able to grip the cage better with his toes, you probably shouldn't be fighting at that level of MMA anymore.
Knee to the head there from Kim. ThanhVi, the recipient. That's another one he's looking for there. Didn't quite connect that time.
Well, that's one of the things that I love about the rule set here in 1FC is that the knees to a downed opponent being allowed, it just creates much more of a dynamic movements on the ground because you can't get lazy and just kind of sit there and punch or be complacent.
And while we're talking about rules, and given that we're in the middle of the second round, worth emphasizing that the judging in 1FC is on the fight as a whole. There's no 10-point must system, no round-by-round scoring. This system far better suited to mixed martial arts and 5-minute rounds.
And there's Vu's working on that right uppercut again. He's connected on it on 2 occasions with those hooks and uppercuts. A nice little short elbow thrown over the top by Kim.
As they get a little more tired, those punches are very sort of army, not much shoulder and body weight behind them. There's some good punches there, though, from Kim. Really connected very well, and ThanhVi goes down. And then he takes a kick to the head, and he's in big trouble now. Will he get through this?
He's got to be careful here. He is really on just rubber legs.
Just took a knee to the head as well, and here come the forearms. I don't think this will go on much longer.
Kim needs to create a little distance here to throw a little more powerful punches so that the referee can see that he's really doing some damage here, because he had Vu just rocked with those punches that came through.
Elbows to around the eye, and that's if he can just keep this up, I think the referee's going to jump in. He's asking the question, Olivier Coste, are you all right? Will you want to give up?
You have to be able to intelligently defend yourself too, and the referee sees that you went to a knee, then you got taken down, now you're turning your back. These are all very defensive movements that say that you're in trouble. And speaking of being in trouble, and another rear naked choke is pretty deep.
There it is.
That is it.
Well, the rear naked choke did it, but it was the punches that preceded that move that finished the fight. And look at the elation from Kim's corner.
And right after he rocked Vu and put him on Goofy Street, he had wobbly legs, got into the mount position, and then ThanhVi rolled over, exposing his back. Kim did a good job of seeing the rear naked choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a halt to this bout at 4 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 2 for your winner by submission via rear naked choke, DaeHwanKim.
Well, Kevin Blingon starts slow for about 9 to 13 seconds, and then he just unloads the Uzi of attacks on you.
Yeah, watch out for it, people.
He does put together great combinations. And DaeHwanKim is super aggressive, too. This just shows you the amount of respect that DaeHwanKim has for Kevin Blingon's striking ability.
No punches thrown just yet. Stalking each other out.
Stalking the prey, I think, is what's going on.
Kim on the outside of the cage, circling, Blingon in the middle, inching forward all the while. The first kick there of the contest.
See, what you're watching now isn't a feeling out process. What you're watching now is the slow burn of a dynamite explosion. The bananas that is going to happen when one of these two crazy guys unleash.
Well, the crowd aren't feeling it.
It's all right. We know how this fight starts. Both these guys, DaeHwanKim, Kevin Blingon, once they find their groove, they don't go back to feeling you out.
Yeah, this is not the kind of fight we just saw.
They carve you apart. It's crazy. So this is definitely a lot more of a timid pace than I think we've seen in the past, but both fighters have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. Just like that, boom. Told you, he's gonna unleash rapid fire.
I was just gonna say exactly what you said. I think it's a respect thing. They know there's a lot of power in these attacks.
There, bam, big right hand by Kevin.
When they come together, it is explosive, and there was a clash of heads there in the process.
Not a growing, no growing, not a back, Kevin. He's okay.
It's going to be interesting to see who has the better wrestling and jiu-jitsu, because this really could be where this fight gets decided if the stand-up gets negated. Oh, nice takedown by Kevin.
He's working hard, working very hard to maintain control.
And we got the best seats in the house. Fight's right in front of us. Body lock there by Kevin Belingon.
Thrashed against the cage wall there, almost knocking our cameraman off his little ladder.
And Kevin Belingon has shown great takedown defense too in the past. Great balance, good movement. We didn't get to see a ton of DaeHwanKim his first time out. He did beat ThanhVi with that rear naked choke, so we know he's comfortable on the ground and has a perfect record. Keeping a perfect record against guys